Okay, so one of my experiences, right? This is interesting. Last July, alright? Yeah, last July, I got an opportunity to visit the New York City for the first time. Okay? It was a very interesting experience considering that I have heard this New York Nagaram song ever since I was in school. It's like, what is this New York City looking like? I was very curious, alright? So, I got to know I'll be attending this Board of Governors meeting. Anyways, are you guys interested in this story or should we talk some other thing? Do you have any questions? Should I answer or should we go with the story? New York story, let's go for it. Okay. So, I got to know about this when I was, I got to know I'll be going to New York sometime in April. Okay, April of the year, because I need to plan for my trip, right? The board of Governors meeting was happening in the Cornell University at a place called Ithaca. It is somewhere between some 300-400 kilometers from the New York City. So I need to go to New York City, catch a bus from there. I can also catch a flight, but I chose to catch a bus from that specific place and go to Ithaca. So that's the whole story. So when I thought of visiting New York, the first thing that stood out to me was, guys, pay some attention. Okay, I'll be asking some questions. I know I don't have goodies. Yeah, but I can definitely ask. The first thing that stood out, what's there in New York? What do you know? What is there in New York?
Boston.
Statue of Liberty is there. What else? Times Square, beautiful place. Yes. What else? Empire State Building. That's wonderful. Yes, I visited there also. What else is there? Okay, so that's one very important building. Which the first moment I thought I'll go to New York, this actually stood out to me. And this place is called the United Nations, right? United Nations has its headquarters in New York. The first thing I was like crazy, I need to go to UN. Okay, and then I also need to go and visit the other places as well. So the moment I actually booked the ticket to go to New York, I mean even before booking the ticket, I booked a visitor day pass for the United Nations. Okay, and supposedly it was around 12 o'clock. My idea is I'll wake up in the morning, do some yoga, choose to visit some local places, and then go to UN. And the city is in such a way that you'll have squares. Like for example, the city won't have like curvings and all. Like it will be like straight roads. There'll be like one row-wise road, one column-wise road. You can literally know. You don't need a map. You can literally go to New York and say, okay, this is where I'm going. This street, if you know this street you are going to, you can know like how do you go. And on that day, like what happened was, I was there in New York. I was staying in a dormitory along with other people. And on that specific day, I didn't get an international roaming package. I think I got one, but it was not working, something like that. So the moment I was stepping out of my room, I know I have to go to UN. I got some 2 hours, okay? And then I was like, let me go and take a rent a bicycle. So they have a lot of rent bicycles. I think it was from this company called, forgot its name. It's an ATM company. They also have a bicycles. You need to get a day pass. Once you got a day pass, you can take these bicycles and roam on. Even Chennai has it. Chennai has these smart bikes. How many of you have used it? Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty handsome. It's pretty nice. I think others should also make use of it. I think now the quality has gone down because the number of people who are using it very less. During the times when I used it in Chennai, a lot of people will ask me, whenever I stand in traffic signals, they'll be asking me, what is this? And then I'll be like, this is smart bike, you should also explore, download this app and then do it. Probably you can also search more about smart bikes. So I actually got a day pass and then I wanted to use the bicycle to go to United Nations office, which is like the other part of the city. I was living on maybe on this end, the UN office is on this end, alright? So then I actually went to the place. I actually started scanning. Because I don't have internet access, it was not working. The cycle is not like unlocking. And then I'm like, I need to walk a little bit more. I got 2 hours to go to UN, okay? So then I went to the next shop. It's like one part of the street. You are in this part of the street, there will be bicycles. You walk like maybe a half a kilometer, there will be another bicycle place as well. And then I actually went and scanning that specific place. Again, it was not working. So then I'm like, okay, what should I do? Like time is going on. Like if I go later than 12 o'clock, I might not get a chance to enter into UN. And I have all the dreams of coming to UN. That's why that's the one thing that was standing out to me in the New York trip, entire New York trip. So then what I did, I know I have to go to this specific place. I was like started running. I know like this is where I have to go, and then I started running. was like crazy running. You know this, what's this place called? It's a garden in the middle. Square Park, yes. So Vinayaka Rivervaya climax will also be coming there, right? So I was running over there. I didn't even get a chance to sit there and see all these things. And then I was running. Suddenly I saw a bus. It was moving in this direction. So I actually hopped onto the bus and then I told them, okay, this is where I have to go. I also don't know which street and all everything. I told UN office. They told me like, you travel a bit more, you'll actually find it, and then I can stop at specific place. So they dropped me like around some 5 streets before the United Nations office. I got down from the bus and then I started running, like wearing all the places, running on the middle of New York Road. It was like so beautiful, but then I didn't get a chance to see anything. For me, like only one thing, United Nations, go there, go there, go. The time is running. And then I was running over there, and then I finally went into the entrance ticket place. I showed them my tickets. The other people who were also standing, I'm like, emergency, emergency, allow me, allow me. So then I went there, and then I got all the access, and then I went to the wrong entrance. So UN has big entrances, one on this side, one on the other side. I went to the wrong entrance, and then they told me to go to the other entrance, and then I was also going to that specific entrance. And then I realized they'll do some huge security check, like huge security scanning process. They removed my belt, like watches, everything, and then shoes, everything. And then I was like, they made me go through a security process similar to airports. After that, I actually got all these materials back. I didn't even got the chance to like put my belt properly or wear my shoes properly. I was running with all these things to enter into that specific place to the UN. And then I went to the counter. I'm like, did you start the tour? I finally went to the place, and then I was asking, did you start the tour? They told me, just wait for 5 minutes, please sit here. That's the moment I got my breath. The reason, okay, after that it was a beautiful visit. I went to the United Nations, I asked them so much of questions. Now that I'm preparing for UPSC, it was also so much of help to me in understanding UN from the UN office. They used to teach me in my economics classes about how UN is helping out other countries. It was a great visit. The reason, the whole experience, right? The whole experience I'm sharing with you because many of us might know where we need to go. Okay, when I'm stepping out of my hotel room, I know clearly I need to go to United Nations office. Okay, this city, it is there. It's there on my Google map. But we might not have the correct kind of guidance or support or something is available to somebody, we are not getting it. Probably if I had a car, I can not have gone easily, right? Probably if I had a person with me, I could have gone easily, right? We might not have the resources, but we know where we have to go. But then that instance actually helped me to say, if I don't have a bicycle, I'm running. Suddenly a bus is coming to help me out. Okay? Suddenly the bus is coming and covering most of my distance. Suddenly there's somebody who's helping me. Okay? So most of the situations when we know where we are going, you don't need to think about how will I get there, how will I get there, how will I get there. You will definitely get there. Right? It is, if it is destined to be, you will definitely get there. The mode of transport will be different. I was thinking of a different thing and I went on a different thing, but I'm happy at the end of the day because at the end of the day, visiting United Nations is of important to me. Did I go in a bicycle? Did I go by walk? Did I go by flight? Like, it doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, reaching the goal matters. So the point that I'm trying to convey here is the whole overall the story that I told you because you know you want to go somewhere. How do I go there? Should I ask somebody? Should I need some emotional support? Should I do more things? Should I just go there? Right? Just be with the process, just enjoy the moment and go there. That's more and more important. Nobody will tell you this. People will tell you, okay, you follow this, you follow this. They aren't telling from my experience. When I'm saying something, I'm telling from my experience, right? When it is happening to you, it will be a new experience altogether. That's the same for IEEE. That's the same for life. Like because a lot of people will be asking, hey, you want the Larry K. Wilson Award, how do I get the Larry K. Wilson Award? Don't focus on the Larry K. Wilson Award. Focus on what you're doing for your student branch. Did you get what I'm saying? Hey, how to get a volunteer role at a global level, how to become a board of governor, how to travel like you. People ask me. When I was a student, I never focused on board of governors, nothing. When there'll be some teacup pool, which will be the tea cans, right? You need to bring tea cans. Your college has so much of support. Back then, the college that I was studying in, I used to carry the tea cans. Right? My seniors were ones who were working. So focus more on what you are doing. That's more important. And coming from all this kind of experience, I also got an opportunity to be there at the Isha Yoga Center. How many of you have been to Isha Yoga Center? Very few people. Please put your hands down. It's there in Coimbatore. So I had an opportunity to be there at the Isha Center for 8 months for a program called Sadhana Pada. Okay, it's an 8 months intensive program. People from 90 countries were attending that program. They are focused on building your energies, building you as a person of doing a lot more things, right? That's the intention of the program. No payment, they won't pay you anything, you don't need to pay anything, but it's a very competitive program. So, the what you learn from the whole program is everybody is trying their best. Okay, whatever people are doing to you, for example, they are coming and appreciating you, they are giving you more and more responsibilities. Everything is focused on only one thing, making you wake up in the morning with happiness and do what all you're doing with more happiness. Instead of thinking, what will I get, what will I get, what will I get? Okay, that is what everybody is trying to do. But if you focus a little bit on yourself, you won't have the need to ask somebody else their validation. Am I doing it better or not? Because you will be doing anyway your best. You hear what I'm saying? So, probably a couple of points that I wanted to leave you with all today, and maybe we can take up some questions if needed. But the first point is, if you know where you're going, just go. People will come, people will find their way. You will find your way, definitely, for sure, like from my experience. Second point, focus a good amount of time on yourself. When I mean by yourself, not by saying, I'm building my LinkedIn profile. Of course, building a LinkedIn profile is important, but building you is more important. You being your body, your mind, your emotions, your energies as a stronger person. Go to gym, start doing some running activity, do yoga, do some meditation. All these things are going to be helpful for you, because otherwise you will keep expecting all these things from someone else. Somebody should come and validate you, somebody should come and say nice things about you, only then I'll be feeling nice. No, you should all be feeling nice by yourself, right? And I also want to take this opportunity to focus on yourself, because mental health pandemic is coming, huge problems are going to come for us. Before that, we need to prepare ourselves. Yeah, so this is some thoughts that I had for you. Do you have any questions, something like that? You have a question? Yeah.